Okay, so I have been working on this fire. I don't know how many times. Um, I'll show you some of the layers that I actually kept. Like this, part of me liked it, but I just didn't like the layout of how it was. It was a duplicate, same. I just kept going, I just don't like the way it's laid out. And usually, when I draw something, I constantly lift my pencil off the paper, or in this case, the tablet. Here, I just got so fed up. I created a new layer, and I'm like, okay. And what I did was, of course, it's not going to show it here, because there's the outline of it. What I did was just like, okay, I put the pencil down, I didn't pick it up, of course it was on a different setting, and I just did whatever came out. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I actually think I like that shape. So now I'm going to work on that and see how it comes out and if I like it. Hopefully, yes. Yes, I do. So let's see what happens. And hopefully this is recording my voice. I don't know if it is or isn't. Alright, we're gonna bring the opacity down. Click on this and I think maybe I got the opacity too far down. Actually, I shouldn't need another layer, but I'm gonna do it anyways because of how stupid I've been with this fire. I think I've had a harder time with it this time than I have any other time, and I don't know why, because I mean, it's not like this is something I'm trying to sell. I'm just doing this for the fun of Halloween. And I've just been struggling. I've just been struggling. Let's get that out of the way. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever shared this, but I don't feel like the most I don't know, when I draw stuff, I don't feel like I know what I'm doing. Because it always, even though it's often the same, I usually will go about it in some approaches will be different. I never know what's going to come out of me when I start drawing. I don't really have a method. I just sit down and, alright, let's see what happens. and which is kind of nerve-wracking. Because it's like you don't, it's almost like a lack of confidence in my ability. I don't know what's coming out of me, or I'm not certain. There's no certainty of what I'm about to create. So, never any certainty. And like, I rely heavily on, a couple years ago I was really using the mixer brushes, and I wasn't using the smudge tool that I'm getting ready to use. I don't have this set up to record my whole screen, so you're not seeing my tools and my brushes and my layers right now. But the smudge tool, if you can see, it's smoothing it out. Of course, I got this on separate layers. And sometimes I fall back on that, and I don't know, I've wanted to get back into the mixer brushes, but I've been so out of my creative I don't know, I've felt out of sorts creatively, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, see what happens. But yeah, I did draw as a kid, but I didn't really ever see myself being an artist. I just didn't think I had true talent for it. And I often, actually, I fall back on using a grid to get my proportions correct. But I can, it's harder for me to do it on the computer using the Wacom pen tablet. But I can draw proportions just by using my eyes and figuring it out. It just takes me a minute to get it there. So I discovered this grid method, and when I say the grid, I'll show you view extras. This. Let me turn that off. And now I kind of view it as a crutch. I want to get away from it. I also just want to create. I'm kind of tired of creating things so realistically. I'd like a more artistic flair to it. A more. This is how I see it. Like, I wanted her to be more cartoonish, but because I just fell on the I can't speak and do stuff at the same time, apparently. Fell back on the grid method. Of course, it's not extremely realistic, and she's not completely done. I wanted to go ahead and get this fire done, because what I've got left of her is just finishing touches and is easy stuff, and this fire intimidates me, so I wanted to go ahead and get it out of the way, because otherwise I'm going to drag my ass and this won't get done by Halloween. Because we're already on the 21st of October. So I got 10 days. I went this up before Halloween, honestly. But yeah, 10 days before Halloween. Yep. Ignore me. I took, I'm also going to have to end up getting a new computer. My computer is getting to where it can't, it's not bad. I've had worse. It's still carrying quite a load, so I can't complain too much. But there's moments it thinks about it, and it delays what I'm drawing. It delays the process. Which is frustrating. I took caffeine. It's Excedrin, because my head was slightly hurting. And I also had coffee. And there's, I think, 65 milligrams per pill in an Excedrin migraine. So I've had lots of caffeine, and it's currently, it doesn't feel good. I don't like it. At one point, I totally cut out caffeine. And as far as coffee, I started drinking coffee this year. I've never been a coffee drinker. I'm not saying I never drank it ever before in my life, but it was just not I have to wake up and have coffee now. It was never a go-to. I just was never excited about coffee. And for whatever reason, I started drinking it in January of this year, and I'd like to get back away from it because it's staining my teeth really badly, the teeth I have left, which are the teeth in the front of my face, which is not surprising. I have really soft enamel, and yeah, it'd be staining my teeth, and I'm not happy with that. Although at some point I won't have these teeth, I'll have false teeth completely, because I have bad, unfortunate teeth. I do my best. Why am I talking about my teeth? I do my best to keep them healthy. A lot of the damage to my teeth came from my diet and bouts of depression where I wouldn't brush my teeth. When I'm in my right mind, I'm a morning and a night brusher. And a floss, because I can't stand the feeling of food in my teeth. But I had a very poor diet, and I smoked for about 15 years, and like I said, bouts of depression where I would go, I think the longest I ever went without brushing my teeth, 8 days. I want to say 8 days. 8 days. And let me tell you, it feels disgusting. Oh my gosh. But that's a level of depression that only those who've been there understand. So yeah, hopefully I can get this, even if I don't get it to a place I totally love it, it's getting done. It's getting done. It's gonna be what it is. It's just gonna be what it is, because I'm tired of fighting with it over something. Again, I don't have any intentions of trying to sell. It's just me having fun for Halloween. So why does it have to be fucking perfect? I mean, come on. See the delay? I don't know if you could see the delay, because I don't know if it's actually set up to capture the the cursor. I have to go pee again. It's another reason I need caffeine out of my life. It irritates my bladder. And when you get old, that's a problem. I got Michael Jackson playing in the background. It's just on my card playlist, which has a mix of all kinds of stuff. Currently, it's Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, one of my favorites. Off the Wall is my favorite Michael Jackson album. I think it was so underrated, and the success of Thriller made people forget about Off the Wall. And I think Thriller was overrated. Unpopular opinion, I'm sure. Thriller is an excellent album, but I think Off the Wall was his better one. And I think Bad was him trying too hard to I mean, he was living in the shadow of the success of Thriller with Bad. And then Dangerous is the much better album after that. And of course the one following, which was History, was that the name of that album? That's so bad that I'm not entirely sure. He was very angry because that was after the first set of allegations. Still a good album, but he'd been through some shit. Radio killed the radio star. The radio star. Alright, I'm gonna have to merge these together because it's getting stupid. Merge down. I know it looks like crap right now. That's it. You're frozen. Oh god, don't freeze on me after I've done all this work. Why are you frozen? Alright, I'm gonna have to pause or stop the video. Alrighty, we're back at it. I don't know why. The only thing that wouldn't work was this drawing. I mean, I would come over here and everything was working. So I just had to close this out and reopen it. Da-dum-dum. Okay. So, things and stuff and such. Yeah, I don't know what told me to, like, record this today. I don't know. I'm just doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing. So, whatever. But yeah, I'll save up my money and get me a new computer. I think it's time. It's definitely time. I could probably close some things out that I have open. It would probably help. It would probably help. This is my girl. Why do they got a front? But yeah, she doesn't look, I don't remember where I was at exactly. She doesn't look super realistic. But there's still there's more realism to her than I wanted there to be initially going into this. But that's how it ended up, so that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, I gotta just let myself play and see what I can create without being so perfectionistic about things. That's my problem. I want perfection, and I never create it, but I want it. So yeah, I don't know that I'll record much more of this. With me just talking about it, I will finish recording the process of creating the flames because it's going into the speed video for Halloween. But I didn't want to like end the video with, oh God, it's frozen. So I thought I'd get back on here and yap for a few more minutes. Still feeling the caffeine and I don't like it, and I'm hungry and bite me. I'm trying to. I've just been out of whack in all sorts of ways. Well, I mean, you need to take a break from. I tend to do like a 24-hour fast. I eat one time a day, but you gotta break from that occasionally. And I've definitely been on quite the break. Quite the break. So I've been eating in some days a 4-hour window or 6, with an occasional 8. I feel like a buffalo on those days. It's not the days that it's been an 8-hour day. I haven't been hungry. I've been frustrated, and I'm just eating. I'm feeding my frustrations. I mean, I know what I'm doing. Old habits. Old habits. I mean, I'd rather eat than take drugs, so there is that. I'm not popping pills or anything. Very, very proud of myself on that. I would still occasionally take one of my old meds that I used to take for like psychiatric reasons, but it was also to help me sleep, because I've been an insomniac since the beginning of time. And I would give in after a week or two of not sleeping, but maybe 2 to 4 hours a night. I would give in and take a pill to sleep, and I might have 2 or 3 nights in a row of trying to get sleep, and I haven't even done that in a while, and I'm sleeping better since we've had renovations on the house. My bedroom no longer has, the only electronic in it is, well, my phone, because I listen to sound frequencies when I go to sleep, and I have my fan. I gotta have my fan. But there's no computer in there anymore. There's no TV, and also I cleared. There's no clutter in my room. I don't have crap under my bed. And somehow I am sleeping much, much better. I still have nights I only get 4 or 5 hours, but hell, I mean, it used to be, I got 5 hours, let's throw a party. But I've even had nights I've got 7 hours of sleep, and I don't know what to do with this because I have only ever gotten 7 hours of sleep being drugged. So this is like wow to me. A definite wow. Definite wow. Um, very happy. Very happy to sleep. Who knew getting shit out of your bedroom would help you sleep? And maybe it's fluke. Maybe I'm sleeping because I've been moving stuff and I'm just physically exhausted. I don't know. But I'm happy I've been getting sleep without the assistance of pills. But with the other thing, I am very proud. I mean, I don't have it confirmed that anything is broken in this one finger, but I know I mean, it looks like there's a bone or something out of place in my knuckle. It was a major crush injury, regardless. Because I straight up had my hand in the car. I mean, it was like on the frame of, I don't know how to describe it without showing you, and I closed the door straight up on my, it wasn't in the crack where you barely caught your hand. No. I straight up where the door closes and latches onto my hand. And I cried like a little bitch. They wanted to take me to the emergency room immediately, and I refused. Because we were in Minnesota when it happened. And I don't know how insurance works, and I'm on Medicaid. Kentucky Medicaid, so I don't know how all that works, but I was like, I am not going to the fucking hospital. I was so mad. We went to the restaurant we were going into, and they got me ice to put on it immediately. And my mom has pain pills from her most recent surgery still, and she offered them to him. Nope, I'm not taking any fucking pain pills. Fuck that shit. So, I'm proud of myself. And then I landed on my face, and again, didn't give in. So, if you haven't followed my story or know much about it, I was highly addicted to pain pills since I was 14. From 14 to 24, I was constantly popping pills. My mom had a constant supply, and I just took her pills. And then I got old enough. All you had to do back then was go, I got migraines, and I did, genuinely. I've suffered with migraines my entire life. But I had my own prescription for Darvocets, and I was not taking them because my head hurt. I was taking them to numb my feelings. And since then, I've had bouts of back on them. I'll go a little bit, and then give in to something else, and even though they're harder to come by. You go to work, you easily find somebody that has a supply, and will give them to you. But and for a while it switched from pain pills to kratom or kratom. I don't know how you say it. However the hell you want to say it. I quit taking the kratom spring of last year, so 2021. I was already on off the kratom for a while. If I didn't have it one day, I felt sick. That's how much I was relying on the kratom. But by last spring, I'd already reached a level of sometimes I take it and sometimes I don't. And then right before my mom's surgery last year, which her surgery was November 30th, I think it was the day before, so November 29th last year, I had a dose of kratom. I said, man, this feels like fucking crap. Why did I do this? And I haven't taken any since. So it's almost been a complete year since I've had any kratom. The last pain pills I had were my own surgery, which was, I'd say I took the last of it in August of last year. And yes, I did take that for pain because that shit hurt. That surgery was not fun. So I am proud of myself that I haven't fallen back into my old ways there. So yeah, sometimes I freak out and I eat. Something I hope to conquer. But like I said, I would much rather eat than be popping pills. But even my eating isn't like, it's nowhere near what it used to be. Nowhere near. I have not weighed myself, but I know I've gained some weight back since our trip to Minnesota, and I've injured myself. My body's been under stress. I've been stressed. We've had renovations going on in the house. I've had other situations that's had me flustered and aggravated and confused, and boy, I didn't expect this to happen kind of stuff. Stress is a factor, but yeah. So okay, I think I'm gonna cut this here. Got Wolf Mother playing in the background at the moment. Love it. I'm thinking about coming on and talking about Villa Vallo's new music. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Curious, as I know a lot of people that follow me are him/Villa Vallo fans. Curious to what other people think. I absolutely adore his new music. I think it's fan-fucking-tastic. And I'm going to 2 concerts next year. One in, it's not showing on if you go to his video, it doesn't show as one coming up. So I don't know if something has changed, but I bought tickets for it. In Cincinnati, I believe. That one's actually closer. It's only a couple-hour drive. And then the one in Nashville. And then I pre-ordered All Things. I'm like, here's my money. Take my money. I've splurged. It's his first solo album, and I don't have most of my hymn stuff because my ex-husband, when he discovered I had it, because I was forbidden from listening to his music for whatever the fuck retarded reason. When he discovered my hymn collection, I had to throw it all away. Luckily, I had a few things that were hidden. My Venus Doom stuff was hidden, and all my t-shirts were hidden. Of course, now those t-shirts are 3X's and 2X's, and I can wear a medium now. I'm more comfortable in a large, but I can wear a medium. So yeah, none of those shirts fit me anymore, but yeah, that's all I have left. I have the Venus Doom stuff in t-shirts, the posters that were hidden as well, which quickly went up once our initial separation in 2014. We didn't divorce until 2019, but we separated for a while, briefly got back together, and then I was like, this is dumb. I don't know why I'm doing this. In 2019, and then COVID happened, and he was here till the end and kind of the start of 2021. The end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. He was officially out for good. But yeah, so I don't have any of that stuff anymore. So I splurged. I bought the vinyls and everything. I splurged. Yeah, but, I thought about coming on here and talking about that, because I'm curious of everyone's thoughts and opinions. Again, I absolutely freaking love his new music, and the fact, how it all came together. He did this by himself is fucking incredible. The man is just super fucking talented. Oh, don't freeze. This computer, dude. Alright, I'm gonna stop it there and finish this up without the voiceover, and hopefully I'll have this up in a day or 5. Oh no, I know me, but before Halloween. So I'll check y'all later.